Welcome to Something Crunchy. Tyler is homies with Blake. Blake is the older bro of Blair. Blair is married to Tyler, and is a slutty slut.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
What the hell is crunchy?
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
Alright, back in the studio with Cobra Ty and Mrs. Biagi. Let's put them up.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
How are we feeling tonight?
Oh, man. If I was any more excited, I'd be leaking.
Good.
I feel better now. I was in kind of a salty mood.
Why is that?
What happened?
Well,
What happened?
it was a historical event, I think. I got Hey Mistered for the first time today.
Oh, you got Hey Mister.
That's-
Congratulations.
Sucks.
Welcome to the
Sucks.
club.
Man.
I paid Minnie a mister.
Haven't we all?
Pardon me, sir.
Yeah. And
Hey, Mister.
it kind of brings about a dilemma though, because like I want to talk about it. So here's what happened. Like, outside of Circle K, little, I would say probably 16, 17-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
I'd say
And I
trying
see
to
she
get
has some
there.
friends in the back, like maybe a dude and a girl or two dudes and a girl. And because she was a girl, I said no. I would have said yes, I think, under
You would
those
have said
I would have been the cool guy. I feel like almost any, if one of their guy friends came up under the same circumstances,
You would've, like,
trying to look
totally-
cool for the two girls, I would have been like, I've been there.
Of course.
Get it.
I mean, if that's what you need to get
But
it in.
I thought of my,
happy to help.
yeah, exactly. But I thought of my niece. And if like
No.
she was 16 and like, hey, mistering somebody, I wouldn't want that mister to be like, well,
Yeah,
for sure.
That's different.
For sure. So is it sexist that I said
I
no
mean,
to the
yeah.
girl when I probably would have said yes
To the boy.
to the teenage boy?
A little bit, but it hits a little closer to home, with a young female asking you that. So I
You're
applaud
around
you
your
for saying
niece on a
no.
weekly
I had to
basis.
stop myself from asking her, what made you think to ask me? And got my backwards hat on. Just like a giant sneaker on my shirt.
Yeah, this guy's perfect. Check it out.
The sunglasses halfway hanging off my face. Like,
Basketball shorts.
what up?
Hey,
He's perfect.
Yeah, he's perfect.
ask this guy. Ask
Line
this
him
guy.
up.
Ask this
Oh
guy.
my god. We're golden.
Yeah, he's cool. He'll do it. I was like, she saw
See, what they
she saw me
did is
thinking
they
about
sent
it.
her thinking that it was gonna sell you.
Nope.
And it went the other.
Backfired.
It
Yeah,
backfired.
Big time.
Because you're
Backfired
just
big
thinking of
time.
your niece asking you for me, and you're like, oh no, you can't do
Can't
that.
do that.
But of course,
She didn't
Man.
necessarily look like her, but she had like kind of the big eyes, and she was giving me like the big doe eyes. And I was
You're like,
like,
I
that's
can't
not
do
gonna work on me. Like, kidding me? I invented that shit.
Better luck next time.
I invented that shit. Yeah, I'd take another angle.
can't trip us.
Send one of those dudes in here. Like that could have been different.
They would have came and broed you up. You'd have been like,
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
Come
okay.
on.
Okay.
What are you looking for?
Coors Miller.
Couple Zimas.
A couple Zimas. Let me guess.
Some Boone's Farm.
Pack of dip and 6-pack of Zima.
We're gonna rage tonight.
And a Swisher Sweet.
Yeah. 2 disposable vapes and a little Smirnoff.
Yeah. Oh my god, such a different Hey Mister world.
Yeah,
I'd
totally
be interested what their
is.
order would be. I'd
It
be like,
is, yeah.
no, but what's your order? Just because I need to know.
Some of
Yeah.
that alcoholic bubbly soda now and some vapes.
It would definitely see bubbly seltzer and
We would have
a
been
vape.
like pack of Swishers, 2 peach White Owls, 1 grape White Owl, 6 Zimas, a pack of Coors.
some
little sample pack if you can throw us together.
Gold Schlitz.
Yeah, Gold Schlitz.
Vodka.
Little
little pieces of gold floating
Some
around.
Bacardi
little
151 if they have it.
Avalanche. Did you guys ever have that Avalanche? What was the other one? One was cinnamon, one was mint. It was like Aftershock and Avalanche. You ever have that?
Oh.
No, it sounds
Was it all that
terrible.
like 100 proof kind
Yeah,
of stuff?
flavored
oh,
liqueur,
Yeah.
just
I had a
sounds
similar
terrible.
cinnamon. It
Gut
was called
rot.
Hot Damn.
Oh,
and
yeah,
like,
that same
Hot
stuff.
damn,
Yep.
did it get me.
Well, hot damn, do we have a good game? I am excited for us to get into Well, you know what it's time for. It's time for
Battle of the Billfolds.
The verses of the purses.
It's Wallet Wars.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money,
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Man,
Yeah.
pumped.
All right. So this one tonight, we are getting into Wallet Wars, same name edition.
Okay.
Same name.
Okay.
The same name game.
I can
Okay.
dig it. You dig it?
Okay.
And Tyler, before you ask, it's just current net worth. Just
You know,
we
he
just
loves
Googled
questions.
net worth. He's like, is it what they made on movies? Is it
What's all exactly included?
which quarter of this year?
2019.
Is this merchandise
Is this
included?
all
Is
time?
this okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready.
Our first name is Chris. We have Chris Evans,
Ooh, okay.
Chris Pratt, Chris Rock,
Hey.
Chris Hemsworth, and Chris Pine. I want
Okay.
you to put these in order
Ooh.
Oh,
from
my
lowest to highest. These 5 Chris's.
goodness. Wow, that's a tough one, but I'm gonna go. Can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
And then I'll go off of you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Pine, Evans, Hemsworth, Pratt, Rock.
Ooh, okay. To be honest, I probably would have guessed the exact same thing.
I'm gonna go Chris, Pine, then Pratt, Rock, Evans, and then Chris Hemsworth on top.
You were really on to something, Blair. You had the exact right order, with the exception of one that Tyler definitely got right. The correct order is Chris Pine at 20 million,
Okay.
then Chris Pratt at 40 million,
Ooh, I was on.
Ooh, wow.
then Chris Evans at 70 million,
Okay.
then Hemsworth at 90, and then Rock at 100.
Mr. Rock.
Nice. Rock
At the
on top.
Man.
I have a question. Blair, Tyler says, pick a Chris to spend the night with. Who's he going to be?
Hall pass.
Just complete hall pass, one night. You have a variety
Yeah.
of
of
great Chris's here.
That's a fantastic question.
This is a
Wedding
good question.
to bed the
We've got
Bleezels.
some cuties. We've got some like comedians.
You go funny.
I
you
mean,
can
I
go,
love a
like,
good laugh. I mean,
but it's
and
just for like, one night.
it's
so
just for one night.
how much laughing are you gonna get done?
oh, this is like
Hey,
specifically.
it's just spend the night. I didn't say anything. Like, she
Yeah,
can
what
choose
if I
whatever
just
she
wanna,
wants
like-
to do.
I would love a
I
fun
would
night
hope
with,
she'd
like-
do the right thing.
I know
with,
what
like
she's
Chris
gonna do.
Hemsworth.
I mean,
I couldn't tell you I spend a night with
I would
Chris
take a
Hemsworth
night
and
with
not try and bang him.
Hemsworth. But how great would it be to like laugh my ass off with Chris Rock all night? I
Right?
mean, I would totally take that experience.
Okay,
But I'm taking Hemsworth first.
going Hemsworth.
Going Hemsworth. As expected.
After Hemsworth.
As expected.
I'm into that.
I'll chill with the Rock all night. Chris Rock.
Our next name, Jennifer.
There's a lot of them.
Jennifer Connelly,
Okay.
Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Lopez.
Okay.
Which of these 3 should be in a bracket of their own?
Jennifer Aniston, Jennifer Lopez, and Jennifer Garner.
I'm gonna go Aniston, Lawrence, Lopez.
Tyler's correct.
Oh, it's Lawrence over Garner?
Yeah.
Sure is.
Oh, way to go.
Yep.
Sure is.
All those Hunger
Love it.
Games paying off.
Of these 3, put them in order.
I'm
From
having a hard
lowest to
time with
highest?
Jennifer Aniston and Jennifer Lopez.
From low-
I'm going to
from-
say
from low-
Lopez on
lowest to
top.
highest, sure.
And I'm going to say Aniston just right behind her.
Okay.
And then Jennifer Lawrence after.
Tyler, do you agree?
Do you think it's Aniston or Lopez on top?
Aniston.
See, I think it's Jennifer Lopez. Who's right?
Jennifer Aniston is worth $250 million.
Damn. Get it, girl.
Jennifer Lawrence is worth $130
Ooh,
million.
Very impressive.
Jennifer Lopez is worth $400
Oh,
million.
hell
my goodness.
yeah, girl.
Tyler,
Of course.
they are making a movie on the life of Blair.
Yep.
Which Jennifer do you cast to play Bleezels?
Love Hewitt.
And this is of all 6. You got
Ooh.
Conley, Garn. Really, you went fast with that.
Love Hewitt. Yep.
Quickly.
Yeah, I think out of all of those, she would be the best Blair.
Oh,
okay. All
interesting.
right. So you got the chest down. Now consider personality, face, and overall character.
I see where you went with that. But I appreciate the comparison
he
all
wasted
day.
no time. He was like, "Yeah, love huge ones. I mean, love huge.
I mean,
love Hewitt."
I love you, baby.
I'll take it.
So all right. So love Hewitt. You maintain.
Yes.
I don't know.
That's definitely
I think
my.
Conley or Garner would be good ones. Like Aniston is most her personality for sure. I don't know. That would be tough.
But I believe that Love Hewitt could pull off an Aniston personality, and that would be the total package.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? She's an
get
actress.
it.
She could do it. She's got range.
I'm into it. Let's move on to Steve.
Ooh,
Steve Carell.
Love a good Steve.
Steve Martin. Steve Buscemi.
My
Steve
favorite.
Zahn. And Steve Harvey.
Ooh, this is a good list. Love these
Oh,
guys.
Put them in order from highest paid to lowest paid.
Oh man, this is hard.
I'm gonna go Steve Martin,
Wow.
Harvey,
Wow.
Carol,
Carell. You can say Carell, right?
tomatoes, Buscemi's on.
You think Zahn has the most out of
No,
everybody?
that was-
we
that was-
reversed the other. We reversed the order.
Oh, okay.
Flip
Because I
the
was
thing
like,
down, flip
you're
it, reverse
out
it.
of your mind. I like that. Okay. All right. I think it's, well, starting from lowest to highest, I think it's Zahn, Buscemi, Martin, Carell, Harvey.
It's close. That's close.
Or is it Carell's on top? Harvey, Carell on top.
Which one
Who's
is
on
it?
top?
Harvey or Carell?
Steve Zahn is worth $25 million.
We were both correct there.
I
Presidential
love I
flashcards.
love Steve Zahn.
I do
Yeah, I
too.
love
That's
it
great.
so much.
Steve Buscemi, $35 million.
I was correct there.
So I'm on it.
Steve Carell, $50 million.
Wow.
Okay.
Steve Martin, $130 million.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So way to go, Steve Martin.
Steve Harvey, $160.
Nice. Okay. Steve Harvey's on
Working
top.
hard. He's got a lot of jobs.
Again, you guys could have combined.
He's
and,
on
like, made
everything.
it-
He's
Yeah.
everywhere, killing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Okay, that's all. He's dancing on top.
He is
I feel.
on TV like 4 hours a day on
Oh,
different
yeah.
networks, doing different shows. Guys everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's talk Steve.
Okay.
You're hosting a dinner party and you have one seat left.
Oh,
Pick your Steve.
It's tough.
Buscemi. Just to stare at Buscemi for like
I'm going.
a second.
I'm
be
going
like,
Zahn or Buscemi.
I'd
Buscemi's
chat
like the
with him.
nicest guy in the world
Yeah, he
too.
seems
He is like
awesome.
the sweetest man on earth. He is like the coolest dude. Like I've only heard the absolute nicest things
Yeah,
about him.
me too. I've only heard great things about him.
I'm still would probably have to go Steve Zahn. I don't know how I could pass
I would
up
love a
the
good time with
opportunity to
Steve,
hang
but
out
Buscemi, I would love to spend time with.
for a
He
dinner
just
party. I
would
don't
be
know.
so
It'd be one of
cool.
those two.
I mean,
Steve Martin.
Steve
and
Martin?
yeah.
I'm going the other way. I'm going Steve Carell. I want him at dinner. Like,
He would be fun.
what was that movie he was in? Dinner for Schmucks? Like,
Yeah,
he
he
would
was in
be
that
a
movie.
fantastic dinner guest.
Let's talk Gary's.
Ooh, love a good
Gary,
Gary.
on the bass drum.
Come.
On the kick drum, still, on the kick drum.
Gary Oldman, Gary Sinise, Gary Busey,
Oh,
and Gary Cole.
okay. This is some great Gary.
Put them
Yeah,
in order
fantastic.
from lowest to highest.
Busey's got to be on the bottom.
Yeah, I'll go with Tyler. Say Busey's
One of
on
my
top. And then
favorite-
Cole.
Then
And
Cole,
then, ooh, this
and
is
then
tough on top though because
Wow.
Sinise, and
I'm
then
gonna
Oldman.
say Oldman and then Sinise.
You guys are really good at this.
I'm
That's
flip-flopping.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Is Oldman on top?
Gary Oldman is on top at
Okay.
50 million. Sinise right behind him at 40.
Okay,
Yep.
close.
Cole 4 million.
Oh, okay.
Busey's got $20.
500,000.
He's doing all right.
500,000.
He's managing.
Attaboy.
All right. So you're going fishing for a day without any bait. So this Gary better be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pick your Gary.
Oh, Gary Busey would take me for
How
just
do
a
you,
wild
how do you
fucking
not
ride.
choose Gary Busey? I'm
What
sorry.
an adventure it
I
would
mean,
be.
Gary Sinise would be amazing.
I would take
amazing.
Sinise just
Gary
because.
Oldman
Oh.
would be Gary Cole is probably the coolest guy in this list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'd be,
he's
no.
the coolest, but-
I would got to go
He-
Busey or Sinise, but like it'd be hard to pass up. Like
I love Gary Sinise because of his like connection with the military and veterans and stuff. So I would hang out with him for a day if I could.
The
and
correct
he's like amazing.
the correct answer is Gary Busey.
Yes, there's the correct answer.
There's only one right answer. that wasn't an opinion. answer.
man.
This is a good one.
Wrong again.
The
The
name
Benjamins.
The name is Benjamin.
Ooh, Ben.
If Benjamin were an ice cream flavor, he'd be pralines and dick. Ben Affleck, Ben Stiller, Ben Foster, Benedict Cumberbatch, and Ben Kingsley. Benedict, that counts as a Ben, right? Do we let it count?
Sure.
We'll let it count.
Okay, I got this.
Put them in order.
Kingsley, Cumberbatch, Foster, Affleck, Stiller.
I'm gonna
Ooh, okay.
switch. I'm gonna say that order, but wait, no.
So you have Stiller on top, obviously. And
Yeah.
See, I have
okay.
Affleck
Stiller,
on top.
Affleck, Foster, Cumberbatch,
I have Affleck
Kingsley.
on top, then Stiller. I'm trying to go back and forth between Foster and Cumberbatch, but I'm gonna keep the bottom three, but switch the top and say Affleck's on top.
Foster's on the bottom.
Oh, really? God, I love Ben Foster.
20 million.
So much. He is.
This is not
such a good
acting
actor.
ability or
Underrated.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
this is, he's
Underrated.
amazing.
Gosh.
Then surprisingly, Cumberbatch, 30
Really?
million. Yeah. Then Kingsley, 60.
Okay.
Then Affleck,
Yep.
130.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then Stiller, 200.
Damn. Okay.
That's
Okay.
That's a great
You
list
have
of
that
beds
one.
you got
wall
there.
of war. All right.
Sexy list of beds.
Good question for you here. You're commissioned to make one movie. The best movie you have in you. Any genre, any way you want to make it. You can only afford one Ben. Which Ben are you casting in your one hit wonder?
Well, I'm with Kevin Smith on this one. I think Ben Affleck can do anything, so I'm going Affleck.
That's bold. I mean, we got
This is hard
Oscar
for me.
winners up here. This is
Affleck
tough.
would be great. Stiller, I think, would really like understand my vision.
I would do anything with Ben Foster.
Yeah,
But I
for
would
sure.
say,
I
but
would do
Ben
anything
Foster,
with Ben Foster.
to have the opportunity to do anything with him would
Same
be
with Cumberbatch.
amazing.
I just saw him in the current war.
I'm just
with
partial
Michael
to Ben
Shannon
Foster.
and-
Ever since like the beginning, everything he's done, I'm like, God, he is a standout, like incredible. So I don't know. That's a tough one.
What do you say, Blair?
I'd probably go Foster, honestly.
Yeah, I think I have to.
I'd
want to
go Affleck and
I'm
potentially
gonna have to agree with
Stiller,
you.
but I'm gonna go.
I like Affleck and
Foster.
Stiller, but no, Kingsley maybe even be second though. That's tough. Let's talk Michaels. Michael Douglas, Michael Fassbender, Michael B. Jordan,
Okay.
Michael J. Fox,
Yes.
Michael
Ooh.
Pena,
Ooh.
and Mike Myers.
I love this.
Wow, that's a good list of mics.
Yeah, this really is.
Okay, put them in order.
Oh God.
Put 'em in
Just
order.
straight up put him in
Douglas,
order.
Fassbender, B. Jordan, J. Fox, Pena, and Myers.
Oh, this is so hard.
Top to bottom: Myers, Douglas, J. Fox, B. Jordan, Fassbender, Pena.
It's pretty close. Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Not bad.
Okay. I'm gonna say who has the most will be Michael Douglas. And then I'm gonna go Jay Fox. I'm gonna go Michael Myers, then Fassbender, then no. Hold on. Fassbender goes down, then I'm gonna go Michael Pena, then Jordan. No, Fassbender, then Jordan. Oh,
I'm gonna make it
Just
easier
'cause
for you.
Jordan's just started,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
make
like
it
he's on
easier
the-
for you guys and tell you two of these Michaels are far and away in a different category than the rest.
really?
Yes,
Douglas and Myers.
Correct. Okay,
Which one's on top?
Douglas.
Myers.
Douglas, $300 million.
Yeah.
Myers, 175.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
I need to know.
And then Jay Fox, 65.
Okay, so I had that.
Fassbender, 30.
Okay. Okay.
And then B. Jordan and Pena, 12.
Ah.
Oh, they're both the same.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard because Michael B. Jordan, like, just is kind of starting. But it's like, do some get paid more for movies?
For sure.
They do all sorts of different things.
That's what makes it interesting. Some are what
Because,
you would
but
think.
he's been in huge movies, so it's like, what if he just like took off and
Yeah.
like,
Tyler,
Yeah.
you were forced to give a prostate exam
Oh,
to
my
one of
goodness.
these Michaels.
Who you going
which
with?
Mike you gonna Ike?
dig in?
Really? Dig in? Yeah,
did.
I feel like I could get pretty medical with Fassbender. I don't care one way or another about that guy. So I could just
Just
go in
because
there.
you don't have any
Okay.
like strong feeling.
Yeah, I just feel like
Pena and Myers
Feels
could
good
make
to me.
you laugh so easily. I
Yeah.
feel either one of them would make
Oh,
me laugh. so
Michael Pena
easily.
would make it so fun. Like,
And Douglas would be too
oh no,
proper. You
yeah.
feel like you're kind
definitely.
of
It's like your
poking
grandfather.
at royalty. Like,
Definitely not.
checking the King's rectum.
see, I feel like I could poke it.
Michael B. Jordan would be fine too.
I feel like B. Jordan,
He'd
I
be
could poke it
fun.
pretty good. I don't know. I think my answer would have to be Mike Myers just to see his reaction. I want to be there just like
Just to see the
I can't pass
faces.
up just to see
Just
the
to see
face
those
and noise.
faces.
Guy.
He would definitely have the funnest reactions.
He
I
really
think.
would. He really would.
mommy daddy spot.
Let's talk Jasons.
Ooh, love it. Okay.
Jason Statham, Jason Bateman, Jason Sudeikis, Jason Mantzoukas, and Jason Segel.
Okay.
Put them in order from highest to lowest.
That's pretty
Statham's
nice.
gotta be on
in terms
top.
of net worth.
Statham or Bateman. This is really hard. But I'm gonna say one of them are on dancing on top, and then Sudeikis in third, Siegel then Mantzoukas, or Mantzoukas then Siegel. Those two I'm like switching at bottom.
I like Siegel on top, Statham, Bateman, Sudeikis, Mantzoukas.
Jason Statham's on top, 50
Yeah,
million.
call that.
Ooh.
Then Jason Segel, 40.
Wow, way to go, Jason Siegel. Okay.
I had those flippities.
Bateman at 30.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm on it.
Sudeikis at 10.
Okay.
Hey,
Mantzoukas at
so
2.
you got
All right,
one
close.
off. Pretty good.
That's
Pretty
pretty
good.
close.
Blair, pick a Jason you'd have to give a lap dance to. Tyler,
Ooh.
same question.
Same question. Like I gotta watch Blair give a lap dance to Jason,
No,
or
no.
like I gotta give the lap dance.
Yeah, you got to give a lap dance to a Jason as well.
I don't know. Jason Statham's pretty small, and I'm like kind of tossed. I don't know. I kind of like a little bit more. I probably pick Jason Segel, maybe like Jason Sudeikis. No, I'd probably say Jason Segel. He'd be funny.
I feel like Bateman wouldn't make it weird for me, so I'm gonna take Bateman.
Good choice.
Thanks.
There's only two acceptable answers, and it's Sudeikis or Mantzoukas. Like,
The other two.
Mantzoukas would be a blast.
how would you pass up giving him a lap dance? I'm surprised I'm not giving him a lap
That's
dance
so
right
true.
now.
If he was here right
He'd be
now,
a
I'd be on
blast,
his lap.
actually. I bet.
Yeah, that wouldn't need to be a truth or dare situation. Like,
Can I just give you a lap dance?
I'm gonna randomly meet him one day and be like, you know, I owe you a lap dance.
Something crunchy. Episode 16.
Don't make it
I don't know if
weird.
you
Just sit down. We'll get through this thing together.
Let's talk Jessica's.
Okay.
Jessica Lange, Jessica Biel, Jessica Chastain, Jessica Alba, and I also threw in Sarah Jessica Parker.
Of course. Okay.
Put
That's
them in
Just to
order.
round it off,
Put them in order.
from best looking or
From
most
best
money?
looking.
Stop. Okay, Wallet Wars. The
Who's got the
highest.
most cheese? I mean, Jessica.
Sarah
Lange.
Jessica Parker, I think, could be on top, but Jessica Lange.
It's got to be Lang as the other
Lange's
one.
on the bottom of the list.
Really?
I'll say Alba then.
Beal.
Jessica Lange's worth 15 million. Jessica Biel 18 million.
Okay.
Chastain 20 million.
And then Jessica.
Sarah Jessica Parker 100 million.
Yep.
Jessica Alba 200 million.
Wow.
That was my like surprise of the.
Oh,
She's a
She's a
businesswoman.
woman.
She's
She
got the
that-
Honest Company. She's
Yeah.
got a bunch of different stuff.
Got that
She's
juice
She's in that
money.
noggin.
Even before I knew that, I thought she was the hottest. Like to answer that question, like
Hey.
she's
Pretty nice. Claire, would you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about Hughes.
Can we?
Can we please?
I love a hue.
Love a good hue.
Jackman, Grant, and Lori.
Okay.
Jackman,
Yeah.
Lori, Grant.
Incorrect.
I'm going to switch Grant and Lori.
Jackman, Grant, Laurie.
Blair, you can't just switch and all that. No one follows that.
Yeah.
Give me
I'm
an
going to say
order and
Hugh
stick with your order.
Jackman. Who was the next one? Hugh Jackman,
Grant and
Hugh
Laurie.
Grant, and then Hugh Laurie.
Grant is on top at 80 million.
Wow.
Then Jackman 55. Then Laurie
Really?
at 40.
Yeah, I would have thought that Hugh Jackman
I
was
love
worth
them all.
over 100 easy.
Right?
I don't know. Yeah, I thought he just like the werewolf. What did he do?
he an
X-Men,
Amistad?
all those things. Like,
He made 100 million off of Amistad.
You would think he would be super rich off just Wolverine. Like,
yeah,
Three-
that's
three-
what I was
three-
thinking. That's why I immediately was
for
like,
sure.
he's got to be up there.
Blair, you work for a Hollywood manscaping business.
Oh, fun.
And you got all three hues in your waiting room.
Yes.
You get to choose the next hue of who you going to escape.
Hugh Jackman's gonna be some work.
Yeah.
Oh no,
You would think he'd be like first up. Like, okay, yeah, I'd go. No, he would definitely be.
that's just like
you know
too
that
much.
that's
I'd rather
a,
like enjoy the time. I'd be like sweating.
That's
like,
a Wolverine
just,
situation.
It is a
now.
Wolverine. I'm not trying to like trying to enjoy the experience. I don't know. I love Hugh Laurie.
He would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Can you, like he would be the most entertaining.
Like, what was your
I think.
favorite diagnosis on House? And
I'd
tell me
ha-
about it.
I'd have to pick Grant. I think.
Hugh Grant, though, I've been
He should
like,
take you
I've
about
been a
10
fan.
minutes. He's already a pinky mouse.
Yeah, he's so just.
Yeah, he has like three
bashfully
hairs.
charming.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, that'd be way easier. I'll
He's so
take,
charming.
I'll take the Grant. Take Hugh Grant.
Good answer.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
move. Let's move on to Kate's.
Ooh.
I want to talk Beckinsale, Mara, Winslet, McKinnon, and Bosworth.
Love these Kates.
It's a nice list of Kates. Put them in order.
Bosworth, McKinnon, Mara, Winslet, Beckinsale.
Very interesting.
Is your
Very
saying from
interesting.
lowest to
From
highest?
lowest to highest.
Oh wow. Okay.
I'm gonna say on top is Kate Winslet.
Correct.
And then I'm gonna say is Kate Beckinsale.
Incorrect.
Damn. Kate McKinnon.
Winslet's worth 45 million. Next on the list is Bosworth at
Okay.
25.
I love Kate Bosworth. And then Kate McKinnon, then Kate Mara.
Beckinsale 16, Mara 14, McKinnon 8.
Yeah, I had the first two mixed up, but I think I got the rest, yeah?
Tyler. Blair says, I'll let you bring a Kate into the boudoir tonight.
Ooh.
Beckinsale.
Which,
I was like, I'm thinking
which Kate you trying to show your plus 8 to?
this is gonna be an easy one, I think.
Beckinsale.
Right on top
Solid
there,
answer.
yeah.
I would say Beckinsale or Mara. I don't know. I think there's a trick question. It's like, is Upton an option?
yeah.
She was in a movie. Like, does she get a say
Yeah.
Shout out on
Kate
that.
Upton? Like,
She can watch.
she could watch.
Upton can
I'll take
definitely watch.
Beckinsale with
Yeah.
Upton in the corner.
Holding the camera.
Blair,
Final decision.
Blair, like, so you agree? Like, you agree with Tyler?
I'd be totally fine with
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale.
She's so gorgeous. I don't know. I'm thinking.
I'd be
Mara
fine with
or
most of those
Beckinsale.
Kates. Just saying.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
There.
Let's finish up with some Wills.
Okay.
Smith, Farrell, Shatner, and Prince William
Ooh.
Prince.
Put
that's
them
tough.
in order.
Cheese and Pete. Prince has got to be.
I know he's got to be on top.
You would think.
Assets, everything alone.
You would think. But, nah, I'm going to say
Smith
Smith,
is on top.
Prince William,
Shatner.
Farrell, and then Shatner.
I was maybe even gonna switch Shatner and Farrell.
We
but-
know Will Smith is worth $300 million
He's
from the
gotta be
previous
on
Wallet
top.
War,
Yeah.
and he is on top.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Then
but he
you go.
is above Prince William then.
Then it's William Shatner
Okay.
at 150.
No.
Then Will Ferrell, 100.
Oh.
Prince William's current net worth is $40 million.
Wow.
He will be worth
Plus a
billions.
sexy trust.
He will be worth billions one day.
Right.
But right now he's worth currently
Current.
$40 million.
Holy cow.
Damn.
William H. Macy is worth more than Prince William. 45.
That's
Holy
crazy.
cow.
Ooh, that was a good one,
Yeah.
B.
All right. You're hosting a charity fundraiser, and you have to select one Will's relics and memorabilia to display in order to earn the highest bids. Which Will brings in the most bread?
Shatner.
No, Prince William's got to
Really?
I'm gonna say Shatner.
See, I would think Will Smith or Will Ferrell, like easily.
No.
But I don't know. Shatner would probably.
Oh, didn't he do
Star Trek?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna say that.
But Prince William's royalty.
Prince William
But
is
yeah, he's got
royalty.
gold.
He doesn't sign stuff. Hang out and sign.
Shatner's probably the right answer. Mine would be Will Smith or Will Ferrell.
Right.
I'd love to own something from
I was
Ferrell,
gonna say I'd
but
love to like own certain things, but I think that Shatner, people like just there's Trekkies out there that definitely love Shatner that
There's
much.
Trekkies out there.
and
They'd
they'll pay
spend a pretty
anything for that
punny on
stuff.
that. Yeah.
I love that. With that said, let's take a break.
Enjoying something crunchy? Follow us on social media and tweet us your comments and questions at crunch_cast. We encourage you to participate and thank you for listening.
And we're back. I'm really excited to move into another segment of synthetic sequels.
Yeah.
My favorite.
I'm very, very.
Oh,
but
yes.
It's my favorite.
Back by popular demand.
Oh,
Is some
everybody's been
synthetic
talking
sequels.
about synthetic sequels.
I got a couple funny little tidbits before, a little behind the crunch.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, one, this is news because every time I write one of these, I always double check to make sure that it's not in the works or
Yeah,
that it
it's not
hasn't
currently
already been done.
happening.
Yeah.
Especially since one time when we first came up with the concept, Tyler and I were trying to come up with ideas. We were in his truck, and I was like, I almost had him stop the car in the middle of the street. I was like, I got it.
Pull it over.
Brilliance. It's going to be a sequel to Waiting. And get this. You know what I'm going to call it? Still Waiting. And like no reaction out of Tyler. I'm like thinking struck gold. And he's like, well, I think they've already made like 3 sequels to Waiting. And
That's
if I'm not
also
mistaken,
one of the
if I'm not
names.
mistaken, the second one was called Still Waiting.
Oh, wait.
I was like, oh. So since then,
You may drive now.
Yeah. So
Starring
Thank you for
Mr.
pulling
it.
Shy Bladder.
So I always double check and make sure. Well, I had a really good idea for one in this segment for a sequel to Half Baked. Thought we could call it Fully Baked.
yeah.
Double check to go look and make
It's
sure.
already-
Sure as shit. Half Baked 2021 rumors, podcast, release date, news. Half Baked 2.
It's all out there.
It's happening?
Half Baked 2.
Yeah.
It was a rumor many years ago. Studio wanted to make this movie. However, at the time, no one was really sure what was going on because it never got made. But it's
Well, that is
it's
exciting.
It's happening.
I'm super stoked.
It's out of the unknown provisions of
Fully
of
Baked.
Chappelle's contract apparently with his new Netflix special deal. So in addition to all the great new stand-up comedy he's given us through Netflix, there will also be a sequel to Half Baked. We got a little synopsis here. The big idea is that they will start a medical marijuana store in Colorado, but then they will find out that they did not get the proper permit. So now they will need to sell weed on the street to get the money needed to file the
Okay.
permit so they can legally sell it off the street.
Yeah, okay.
This is what people think is gonna,
This is
or this is what
Possible
this is like
option.
the rumors and,
Okay.
and what is possibly going to
Not
be.
bad.
I could see that.
Here was
I'm
the
just glad it's happening.
yeah, possible Half Baked 2 names. The first one on the list, Fully Baked.
Of
Of
course.
course.
Second one, Half Baked 2 medical school, and then moving to Colorado. Like,
Medical school?
stupid.
I mean, it's fully baked.
Fully Baked.
Of course. It's
That's
fully
definitely
baked.
what it needs.
That's
to
the
be.
clear one.
Totally baked.
Right.
So, yeah, something like that.
So I thought that was pretty exciting news.
Yeah.
Yeah, really excited for that.
I'm
I
pretty-
heard that somewhere out there on the interwebs, you can find the original script that Chappelle wrote for Half Baked 1.
I've heard that too.
And it's 100% different than what got
Yeah.
made.
Why
I've
do you
heard
think
that
it
too.
changed?
They improv half
studio.
the movie too.
Oh, really? And they're like, this is just how it ended up
Yeah.
working out.
The studio.
I can see that happening, though, where you have this plan.
Man, they should have called it Half Baked 2 official fully.
officially fully.
Well, let's start with one we can make a sequel for, and let's kick it into gear here.
Yeah.
and remember,
We're in character.
you guys. Well,
Okay.
you guys are working for the studio, and you've commissioned me to find the best potential sequels out there. Either write them, find them, make them.
Did you bring us some
whatever
good
it
ones
takes.
today, Blake?
I brought you some good ones.
I hope so.
I brought you some good ones.
We're busy, so these
I
better
understand.
be good.
I understand. I'm not here to waste your time. How do you feel about Baby Scissorhands? the sequel to Edward Scissorhands.
Please tell me you're kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Blake,
Mul-
next.
How about
Give it to us.
Multiplicity 2?
Okay, yes.
I need
Thank
to hear
you.
every single detail.
Okay, this was a good one. Like,
right this second because
All right, here's what we got for
beyond excited
multiplicity
about
too.
this.
If you care to hear more,
It better be
I have,
good,
I have
Blake.
a little synopsis. All right, so what I got is Michael Keaton and Andy McDowell return to play
Yeah.
Doug
Good.
and Laura Kinney in this sequel of the 1996 gem
Obviously.
Multiplicity.
Yes.
obviously.
If you haven't seen the original, Doug clones himself to keep balance of his life when being a father of two and running a construction business becomes too overwhelming. In the sequel, keeping the essence of the original with the new effects of today, we find Doug and Laura now retired grandparents with an empty nest. Doug plays golf. Laura writes part-time for a popular website until they're both now divorced children with chaotic lives depend on them to help care for all 5 of their grandchildren who are way too much to handle.
Okay.
This time around, it's Laura who seizes the opportunity to clone herself in order to help keep her kids, Zach and Jennifer, getting their lives back on
Yes.
track,
Yeah.
help raise their children, stay writing as she continues to shine at the website, and still find a way to enjoy what's supposed to be the golden years of living with Doug. The Laura clones are too like Laura in their independence, and it builds up to fall apart, where the only clear solution is to go collect all of the Doug clones, who are each all living their best clone lives, for Lance, Rico, and Lenny to come back and be set up with their best fitting Laura. And although this works better for some time, it's a lot of clones. Dougs are cheating on Laura's with other Lauras. Some clones aren't invested in the cause, but in the end, each Doug ends up with the right Laura,
Yes.
including the original 2. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Doug 1 ends up with Laura 1. Whoa. The concept is in development and the script is still being written, so changes are welcome. And if you're into it, we could discuss some casting
Yeah,
ops
I need to
for
know who's
Zach
playing
and
the
Jennifer.
kids.
We would need to know
No.
that. If you don't see it, we could just tuck fold this one away into the no pile for the time
TTF.
being.
2 tucks in a
That's
fold.
TTF, 2 tucks in a fold.
Okay.
Doug. Y'all better get up and be late for work.
What do we think about
Okay, I absolutely
Multiplicity
just
2?
am beyond excited about this.
Okay, so you like the premise.
Absolutely. I
Okay.
need this happening right now.
Where'd
Okay.
you meet those 2 bimbos at? Down at the AM/PM.
Oh, I'd be
Gonna get my
my heart
dinner.
would be so happy if this came out.
Tyler, could you see some Multiplicity 2?
I couldn't be any more excited right now.
So you want this
He's
in
into
this
it.
in development.
Of course he
You're
would
ready to
love
take this
this.
into the next steps.
I want you to make this yesterday.
Okay. Well, then let's talk about some casting. What do you guys? This is more, your.
This is important.
This
Okay.
is more you guys. I'm just here to get the scripts and the stories.
I'm already getting some ideas.
Obviously, we have Michael Keaton and Andy McDowell. Who are you thinking maybe for the kids, Zach and Jennifer?
Okay. I have an idea.
Okay.
I mean, so they would obviously be early 30s.
yes,
It
late
was
20s, early
Zach
30s.
and Jennifer
Or no,
Kinney,
or-
right? So, who I'm thinking could be good is Anna Kendrick.
That's really good
For
Andy, for
the
the
daughter.
Yes,
That's a good one.
for Jennifer.
I feel like she could do a really as Andy
I could
McDowell
see that
and Michael
as-
Keaton's
I could
daughter.
see Anna Kendrick as Andy McDowell and Michael Keaton's
I just
daughter.
love Anna Kendrick too. Okay.
That's very good. Okay.
Tyler, do you have any immediate thoughts?
I mean, as with everything, Miles Teller. I feel like
We always
we go to him
that
so
Miles Teller
often, but
thing.
For Zach.
I
for
feel
casting anything new. Like, you know what this could really use? A little bit of Miles Teller.
like a little bit of Miles Teller.
We're going to work on a giant, massive ensemble. But you know what I'm thinking? A little pinch of Miles Teller couldn't hurt.
This is interesting.
10%
This could go
more Miles Teller.
this could go a few different directions. I feel like it could even go like Andrew Garfield.
Okay. For Zach, I can see that.
All right.
I can see
Shia
that.
LaBeouf.
Oh,
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
What
Now
if Shia
you're
LaBeouf?
talking. Because this
Blair,
wouldn't be big roles. They'd be more in the
Call
beginning
Mr.
and the
LaBeouf
end.
and see if
Do
he's
you-
ready to make a movie.
Do you think that they would
For sure. Be like you.
They could be funny. They
You're-
could be
you're in the
dramatic.
beginning.
I love it.
I'd like to see Anna Kendrick and Shia LaBeouf.
I think there's
the
a
brother
few.
and sister.
There's a few good
That would be good.
other
That's great.
sisters. I feel like either Alexandra Daddario
Yes.
could be a good daughter,
That's not bad.
or
Yes.
Lily Collins.
Oh, that's
Now
a
that
good
I'm
one
thinking
too.
about it, Lily
That's a
Collins
good one
could be
too.
a little like Andy McDowell. If you like,
Right.
I'm trying
Very
to
interesting,
remember
yeah.
what the kids looked like. I just need this to happen right now.
I-
You can't tease us with this.
I know. I'm going to try
I need
and
you to follow through.
I'm going to try and push forward with the next steps. I got another
Get
few
everybody
for you.
on board.
We got to get a lot through here. How would you feel about Ocean's 111?
Absolutely.
No.
You
Needs
hit
to
us.
happen.
You
I'm
hit
just
us
kidding.
with the
Definitely not.
multiplicity too, and then you follow it up with Ocean's 150-17.
Like,
What the
he's
hell,
just not
man?
taking it seriously.
They're not all going to be winners. They're not all going to be winners.
You
All right.
should know that by now.
All
Like,
right.
cut that one right out of here. What else you got?
All right.
Oceans.
Okay. Let me give you something good here. Something I know you'll be excited about. What about Happy Gilmore 2, The Long Drive?
Okay, now
Now
we're talking. Now
Is that
now
more-
We're
Are
cooking.
you serious?
Would you like to know more?
Yeah, give it to me.
Throughout the opening credits to this grand slam of a sequel, we'd see a collection of amateur videos, one after another, of everyday golfers trying Happy's signature driving technique.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
Probably to the same song as the...
Tuesday's gone.
Yeah, of course. After Happy's short stint on the tour, he was approached to help launch the World Long Drive competition.
Okay.
They only let him participate in the first competition in order to raise awareness and help sell tickets. And they ended up screwing Happy out of actually making any money at all. He now coaches hockey, and all the long drive competition is a huge success. No one competing has anything on Happy's old distance. That's until a beefy hotshot using Happy's style smashes the field and raises the question if he's better than the man he copied his form from.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Signature form.
Fueled by the challenge, the prize money, and the fact that the TV personality for the tournament is none other than Shooter McGavin.
Hoping he'd make an appearance.
Happy decides it's time to see if he could still break out the bull dance and feel the flow in order to restore his legacy as the greatest hockey player ever to play some golf.
Graham.
I'd like to bring back some familiar faces, including Julie Bowen,
Yeah,
course.
Yep.
but the fun part would be casting for the antagonist
The
and
competitor.
current long ball champ. If you're into it and you're vibing some Happy Gilmore 2,
I love
The Long
it.
Drive. Is that a
Do
good
you have
synopsis?
any instant?
I'm 110%.
Yeah,
into
this needs to
movie.
happen.
This hits close to home.
It does.
It was
You're
one
a
of
golfer?
my. I'm a golfer. I'm a comedy lover.
When you're not running a movie studio, you're a golfer.
I'm out there golfing.
Blair, what'd you think of Happy Gilmore 2, The Long Drive synopsis?
I'm definitely pumped about this. It needs to happen. I'm immediately
I
thinking
see those wheels
of,
turning.
Oh,
You're thinking of who can
I'm
be
trying
opposite.
to think of casting this.
Like who's the
The competitor.
yes, who's the bad
Okay,
guy?
who's the beefy? Who's using his form? Who comes in and makes a splash? How what's his
There's a few
attitude?
different
Is
ways
he
you can
cocky?
go.
Is he
Yeah.
confident? Is he
you
cool?
can use Zac Efron and do like a
yeah.
Ricky Fowler type of character.
For sure. Yeah.
I'm thinking
Just
someone
perfect
like
form.
Oh,
You could
I'm
throw in
thinking-
a real golfer like
Ooh.
Yeah.
Jamie Sedlowski, like a long drive
Ooh,
guy.
yeah,
who could also be
who-
like fun.
the real
personality.
long drive.
Yeah, and he's probably got enough chops to get through
He would have to
you
make
know,
an
a movie.
appearance.
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
yeah,
Blair, who
I
are you
think
thinking?
there's a few good ones.
Mark Wahlberg.
I was
Mark
thinking him
Wahlberg
for a second.
could be good.
He would be good alongside Happy.
Channing Tatum.
I think he would be funny.
How
really
funny.
funny.
You
It
just
has
see
to
him
be
walking
comedic.
up.
Like, and they have to swing a club. I think he could do that well. He could be obnoxious.
He's
Not,
athletic.
and,
You
and
could teach
remember,
him
it's
how
not
to
as a
do it.
golfer. It's as the long drive championship. So
Right.
I think Channing could be
I think
really
he could
good.
pull out the personality that you would need. I think that he could have the charisma and
Yeah.
the cockiness. I think if we're thinking like just crazy, we even mentioned him. Like, what if Ben Foster came up as just
See,
like
he could
this
play
wild
it.
competitor
He
and
could
just
be
like
a wild. He could play
brought
anything.
like a totally
He could be
different
anything.
flavor?
You'd think he's just yoked out on drugs and he could swing a golf club a million miles an hour.
I want Alpha Dog Ben Foster to come
Yes,
out
just
and
out
just
there
be
and-
like this like crazy.
He would be
What
fun.
about
Oh, I
Chris
get-
Hemsworth too?
That's
Like
a
he's
good
like
one.
a big.
I
big,
like that.
He
I
could be
like
fun
that.
and he in
Is that
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's
right?
Thor Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He's
Give
done
me
some
like
funny
60%
stuff.
Ghostbusters, 40% Thor.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
That could be good.
A little bit
Who
more funny.
else?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Who?
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
I can't imagine anybody else now.
him coming out with like all of
Think of
that.
just the
just
camera
like,
work and what they can do with
With the
he
special
would look
effects.
huge
Johnson.
and just doing that form too, running up and just smashing it. Like
The
he would
club
look
would look
like
so tiny in his hand
Oh, he'd
compared
be
to Adam Sandler
perfect.
when they were showing him
Yeah.
swinging that
Can
club
Kevin
around.
Hart make an appearance in this?
Oh, he always does, and
Of
Will
I feel like
course.
if I would equally love to see
I'd
him
love to see
do
some
like
Kevin.
the same.
Okay,
I'd
so
love to see Kevin swing as hard as he possibly can and it make it look just like everybody else's, but it goes like 220.
And then
And
like
they're
Dwayne
just like,
Johnson
"Wah,
comes
wah,
up behind
wah."
him, and then it just like
475
smashes him.
right down the gut.
he's a competitor as well. He's been like working so hard. He's like almost there, but just can't get there. That could be good.
Yeah.
We could work Kevin Hart into
Ooh,
it. I think if
Dwayne
you
Johnson's a
approach
ton.
Dwayne Johnson and we're like, you know,
Would he do
the people
it?
from Happy Madison, they're
Yeah.
like, we teamed up with these writers, Something Crunchy, and
They got something good here.
They got something really
Telling
crunchy
you.
here.
We need you for
Yeah.
like 2 days.
This
That's
is
it.
this is a guaranteed grand
Oh
slam.
yeah. Oh, that
if you
could be
hit him-
Tyler. That's good.
That could be good.
I
Yeah.
still like Channing Tatum too. I honestly think that could be.
He would probably just do
really
it for
funny,
fun, so
too.
he could come in for a day and shoot a scene or two.
We
Yeah.
need to have some appearances by some of these guys.
All right. What about Taken 4, Father of the Year?
Oh no!
Ooh, get it out
How
of
many
here.
times are they gonna run that one? Like
Still taken.
Yeah, it was good the first time around. Let's call it good.
Could you bring back some Best in Show for a sequel?
Oh yes.
This is a hard yes.
Yeah.
Best
for
in
me.
Show 2. You'd like a
Tell me more right now. I need it in my life.
Let's talk about it. In this mockumentary
Best in
style
Show.
sequel to the 2000 cult classic, we have Christopher Guest and Eugene Levy, with the help of Something Crunchy, reuniting to write another screenplay for returning stars such as Catherine O'Hara, Jane Lynch, Fred Willard, and Michael McKean.
Love it.
Plus, Eugene, helps add some familiar faces to fill that Schitt's Creek sized hole in our hearts after January 7th when the show begins airing
yes.
its final season. Obviously, Eugene would look to both his real-life son and daughter, Daniel and Sarah Levy, plus perhaps on-screen daughter and my forever crush, Annie Murphy, and, some of the fellow Creekers.
Oh yes,
to play some new
please.
Schitt's Creek.
characters and bring some youth to the
Oh,
ensemble.
perfect.
The plot would be a resurrection of the Mayflower Dog Show after youth culture makes the competition trendy again. And the young cast
Yes.
would focus to compete with one another, while the long-tenured competitors whose lives had centered around the competition fight their new and old rivals for relevance and glory, while spotlights are shining bright on the sport. If you're into some more
good.
Mayflower, we can talk,
real
additional
sport.
roles and, some more fitting casting.
Oh, I
Do
love
you have
it.
any ideas?
I love it. I love that mockumentary style film.
That
Oh,
was
it
so
was so
funny.
well done.
Yeah.
Very Canadian.
I
Very,
would love
just
to
so,
see another
So
one.
good.
And this bunch could do it.
They could
for
do it.
sure.
A lot
could
of
do it.
people
Always
that would
funny.
just fit right into this formula too.
They just mesh really well too. Like they all just it's always good.
I like some Eric Stone Street. for
Ooh.
that.
Ooh,
that
he
would be
could be
good.
good.
He's perfect
That would
for
be
that kind of
good.
situation, that role.
Yeah.
Just like, little mockumentary, little improv.
See, what about like Billy Porter?
Okay.
I feel like
that's a good
I
one
just
too.
love Billy Porter. I could just feel like it could be hilarious in something
What
like
about
this.
like a Donald Glover, like some childish behavior?
Yes.
Childish.
Oh
he's-
yeah.
Great with
he could
improv
be. He
too.
would be funny as hell in that. I'm into some Best in Show. Could you do Arachnophobia 2?
Oh,
Does that do anything for you?
oh, I just got chills
Yeah.
all the way down my spine as soon as you said
Could
that.
you do a sequel? If it was like decent,
The
could you,
people want it. I feel like I need to hear more.
In the 1990
better be.
original,
Boy.
a nature photographer dies on assignment in Venezuela, and a poisonous spider hitches a ride in his coffin into his hometown, where arachnophobe Dr. Ross Jennings, played by Jeff Daniels, has just moved with his wife and kids. And at the end of
Okay.
the flick, he moves his family back to San Francisco. Now, 30 years later, he still doesn't leave any urban areas unless he could help it. Go figure, his daughter is getting married in rural Georgia, Spider Country. And it's one of the most populated areas for the
Nobody learned
brown
the lesson from the
recluse spider, which is why it's a popular area for the spider research facilities. One facility is home to spiders from all over the world, and when a section full of exotic species escapes to go breed with the local recluse, it brings fear and chaos to the area that authorities are fighting to contain. As the horror stories are making national news, all wedding guests are trapped in the containment zone, with the exception of Dr. Jennings, who is procrastinating his leaving the city until the very last minute. Now trying to find ways into the infected area to save his family and face his worst fear ever again. He
save the
relies
day.
on advice through FaceTime calls with now longtime friend and no-nonsense exterminator Delbert McClintock, providing some cameo appearances for John Goodman,
I was gonna
because
say.
a web always indicates arachnoid presence. And the two work with the local specialists in order to save the day and as many as they can. If you wanted to move forward with this project, the next step would be picking a direction for casting the grown-up kids, specifically the
Okay.
daughter and her husband-to-be,
Okay.
as they would have substantial screen time. What do we think about Arachnophobia 2?
I mean, I love it.
Blair's into it.
Not a bad premise for if you're going to make
Yeah, it sounds
a
great.
sequel.
I'm
for
interested to
Arachnophobia 2.
see who.
I'm scared to see it. I'm a
Yeah.
I'm an investor. I'm not part of the audience.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, I loved Arachnophobia, even though I hate spiders so much. I can't believe I even still watch it.
Yeah, me neither. I can't
It's a-
believe that's something that
I
you
feel
would
like it
get
helps
into.
me overcome my fear when
It's a
I watch
classic.
it. I'm like, oh, I fought through that whole thing.
It's a classic.
I mean, it's tough, but okay. So
It's-
I'm already
it should
thinking.
definitely get made. I got 100
Yeah.
million for it.
And
Okay.
can you imagine how different you could do it now?
You could do it totally different.
It would be totally different. Okay, and so
And these would be some big characters.
The
Do you
daughter
do you have any
and the
casting
groom
ideas for like the daughter
and
and
the
husband,
brother.
and then the brother? Some other
okay.
guess.
So
but
daughter of Jeff Daniels and the wife. That was.
you're kind of.
I'm feeling like maybe even like a Fanning.
I could do a Fanning.
Could you do like an Elle or Dakota?
Tyler, Blair got you a Fanning.
Yeah, I'll take a Fanning. Let's do it.
Chloe Grace Moretz. I feel like she could be a good.
If we can't get a Fanning, Chloe for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either one. For
Either
me,
one.
really.
Oh,
It's a toss-up.
do you know who I also love right now is Julia Garner from Ozark.
Yeah. Ooh.
With that blonde curly hair. Could she not be
good.
like so good?
I gotta have her for this.
I feel like she'd
That'd
be
good.
perfect for this.
That would be
Blair,
perfect.
make
Blair,
the call.
We need.
Blair,
I'm on her.
come on.
We need to.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay, so for then her groom here.
I know what Tyler's thinking.
Who are you thinking?
He's got to have some Miles Teller involved.
Yeah, he obviously was like, this is clearly a Miles Teller
Yeah.
situation
Tyler's
here.
like, do I need to say it or?
Did my eyes say it?
Yeah.
If we had a
Miles Teller.
Fanning, what about a Franco?
I'm
Like
thinking of a number between 1 and Teller.
we could do like Dave.
I could do
The cheap
Dave Franco?
cheap Franco.
I just feel like more age appropriate for
He
this.
could make
Yeah,
him
definitely.
clean Georgia, like he can. I
Would
get it.
Julia
He could
Garner
play
be
Southern. Yeah.
interesting?
I like it.
Oh, that's
Ansel
pretty good.
Elgort,
Ooh, I like that
Lucas
too.
Hedges.
Ooh, even better.
Blair, coming with the hits.
Yeah.
I'm just like visualizing.
You know all these people? Jeez.
I get why you're in this position.
Yeah,
I know
this-
She knows who to cast.
Exactly.
Please.
All right.
Not just a pretty
Those are
face.
really good ideas. Let's see if I have any more here for you. All right, so we can move forward with
Yeah.
some Arachnophobia
Yeah, I
that
feel
that one's
good
getting
about
made.
that.
We'll put that in the big old
All right.
yes pile.
So okay, 2 in a row. That's nice. Let's see what else we got here. Human Millipede,
Oh, get it out of here.
the 4th sequel to the.
I'm walking out of here like right now.
No, man.
All right,
The
all
first
right.
one
All
should
right.
never have gotten made, and
I
the
can't
second
believe
one
you
is
even
just
thought to even approach us with such.
collateral damage to the
horrific
first piece of
things.
shit.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Hours.
No.
No.
Get it out of here.
Okay.
Could be
Next.
interesting. Get it out of here.
Next.
All right. What if I told you I had a potential sequel for Fight Club
Ooh,
that was actually pretty decent?
yeah. That was
I'm
like
listening.
Okay.
the movie of my
I'm listening.
generation.
Yeah.
There is
You got to do this right.
Okay.
Don't you mess this up.
There is a graphic novel called Fight Club 2.
Come strong.
Okay.
And here, the narrator and Tyler Durden didn't die.
Big T.
You find him years later with a wife and kid in a life so mundane he snaps once again, letting
Okay.
Tyler take control.
Okay.
You get it.
Yeah.
I was thinking a completely different route.
What are you thinking?
First, by using the premise that the narrator and Tyler Durden and Marla Singer did all in fact die in the building explosions, making them legends as far as domestic terrorists go. Now the story entirely shifts focus on Jared Leto's character, Angel Face, who's still physically disfigured from his brutal near-death beating taken in the
man.
first film.
That was bad.
And
Interesting.
internally tormented from the days that royally fucked him up working on Project Mayhem as a wild young man who wasn't thinking for himself. He's now in New York City working odd jobs, and it's nothing new to see wannabe fight clubs all over town. They've been practically made famous now. He doesn't attend many, but anytime he hears about a club tied to the original Project Mayhem or Tyler Durden himself, he does go check it out to see if it's for real, if there's any familiar faces, and if anything is developing akin to what he was a part of years before. He always thought it was to join any cult that was really serious and possibly lead them into doing something impactful. But as soon as he found what he was seeking out, he realized it was to ensure that they didn't succeed in brainwashing young men to carry out missions of mass destruction before they're even sure who they are yet. He slowly grows a counter cult to combat the efforts of this generation's Project Mayhem, hoping that preventing new disasters will help him cope with the old disasters he was so devoted to and eager to be a part of. The screenplay is written exclusively for Jared Leto, but all other roles and their casting are up for discussion.
Ooh. Bam.
I like going the Jared Leto route.
We like shifting it to Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Cameos by everybody else in flashback form.
You could also have it in a way, yeah, you could
Can we
have it in
get
flashback form.
BP
Absolutely.
and Norton are in it. I'm in it. Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Storyline could use a little tweaking, but that could be pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of continuing on with Jared Leto.
I love it.
You could get into that.
Yeah, I could definitely get into
You can watch
this.
that movie 10 times in a row and get
Oh, find new things.
100 different
Yeah.
storylines out of it
Yeah.
and pick up different stuff. And
If Jared Leto is involved, I feel like that could be done.
I
It
agree.
depends on who directs it. It
Blair.
depends
Yeah.
on how the script is like.
Call
Mon-
Jared.
Mon Jared.
You're on.
Lock up Jared Leto, Blair.
I'm locking up Leto.
Could we talk about a sequel to Office Space?
Ooh.
Office Space 2?
Yeah.
Back to the office?
Yeah, well, say, what are they up to?
Back to
Where's
the
he
cubicles.
working?
You got another job.
This is a different route. This is interesting.
Okay.
This is like a complete flippity flop.
All right. Tell me more. I'm
Out of
into
the
it.
office.
Are you intrigued?
Yeah, 100%. I'm into it.
Mike Judge and Somethin Crunchy co-take on this long-awaited sequel, where we fast forward 20 years and find aloof Peter and Joanna reprised by Ron Livingston and Jennifer Aniston, married with a teenager and a surprise on the way.
Ooh.
He's been working as he pleases for himself out of his home office, but when the bills grow past his achievable income, he's forced to suit up and seek out another soul-sucking software job that will support his growing family. He learns quickly that the times have changed. Not only is he surprised that his qualifications, experience, and education don't earn him shit, much less immediate employment, but he can't believe how the office life has drastically changed. He has the epiphany that working from home with a needy kid and naggy Joanna is now the new mundane misery pit after getting a glimpse of the toy shop, arcade, ice cream parlor, napping pod, safe place, good life that all the modern offices seem to be. That is, if you can get a job at one of them. His new mission and sole focus becomes getting back into the office.
That's
Nice.
Even if it means
hilarious.
working for another Lumberg or staying on top of some TPS reports. I'm hoping that you use your jump to conclusions, Matt, to see that this one could be sure to produce a bunch of O-faces.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
Yes.
Anything
I need it.
Mike Judge is just
Need
comedic
it.
gold.
That could be good. If
Yeah.
Absolutely.
we could work with Mike
And I love
knock
the
that out of
modern
park.
twist that
It
like
make-
offices these days are like
Yeah,
can be like
it's-
fabulous and it's like what an incredible day way to
Yeah.
spend your day.
Yeah, they're
I want
like,
to be at home with the
yeah,
crazy
that's when
ass
they have
kids.
like video games. There's like arcades.
I'm
and
gonna go to
ping
work
pong
for
and, like,
6 hours.
Yeah, napping pods. Like, that's awesome.
That's hilarious.
So he flips it around where he gets into the office. Tyler, could it be done?
Yeah.
Are you into it?
Yeah, I need to see it.
If Blair could lock down some Ron Livingston and Jennifer Aniston,
Must have.
we could do it. Maybe a couple cameos here and there,
Of
but that could be
course.
good.
I need this in my life.
This is good, right?
I need Office Space 2 right now.
Yeah,
I'm glad you like it.
Definitely.
I'm glad you like it. Would you watch Freddy Got Fisted?
Get
Oh
out of
my God.
here.
I
Get
didn't-
it outta
I didn't
here.
watch the first one, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to
Oh.
watch the second one.
It's got to be one of the worst movies ever made.
Didn't it
Ever.
win?
I couldn't do it.
Didn't it win awards for the worst movie ever made?
I was like, what awards did it win?
For worst, movie.
movie. All right. I got another one for you here. Now this one, it's a little
Let's hear
I
it.
know what you're thinking. Illegal. What if I told you I had a sequel to Waterworld called Dryland, and it was actually pretty cool.
I gotta say, I was in from Waterworld. Like
You had me sold at Waterworld.
you had me sold.
If you tell me that you already have a connection for the largest budget ever made, just like the first Waterworld
Yeah.
Well, let me
was
explain
at the
this.
time.
Yes, and that's what I have to say. Waterworld wasn't a horrible movie. It was just a horribly expensive movie
Yes.
that didn't break box office records as expected. So it's known for losing a ton of money.
Yes.
This concept would avoid those mistakes. I mean, Dryland for one.
Obviously.
And the
gonna
new
fix this.
effects available since the original allow for so much more. The budget really shouldn't be a concern for you guys. I'm
Okay.
not worried about that.
Way more dry land.
You want to hear some more, like a little
Yeah.
synopsis?
Okay.
Yeah, let me hear what you got.
As we return to the future in this sequel by a different name, we focus on the small group of people who have rediscovered what very well could be the only existing dry land remaining on the planet, and their fight to
Okay.
protect it. Rumors are still the only thing that exist about dry land until the mariner, Kevin Costner's character, is spotted gathering large amounts of strange supplies he seems to be taking somewhere and gets followed on one of his visits back to check on the dry folk. Now he must help demilitarize the land and the sea around it. The small clan is now forced to populate and share their secret island with other people in order to help defend it as well. But who can be trusted with the knowledge of dry land in a water world?
Well done. Well done.
Ooh. So you can see where it could pick up where you left off, but like
Yeah.
you're growing up, it's a small clan on a little
They're
island.
protecting
Like
the
it's
dry
budgie
land.
friendly.
It is.
Like, you could do it with or without Kevin Costner. Really, it'd be nice if you had him in there.
Oh.
And it would
Can
be,
we get Kevin
It'd be
Costner,
nice if we can
please?
get
I'm
him
not
to
messing
reprise it.
around.
I'll call him.
We give
Tyler.
Yeah, give him a ring.
I got
Costner.
Kevin's number.
We play golf with Kevin.
Yeah,
Dryland. Are we into it?
absolutely.
I feel like that could do well. I feel
I'm
like
on the fence. Just because the first one,
it's
was
it's
such
redemption.
a bite in the ass.
It's redemption for the first one. That's why it needs to be made.
Yeah.
It's
And
why
it
it's a
could be done
challenge.
so
It could be
cool.
done so cool. There was some really good things to like about Waterworld.
There was, yeah.
There was a lot to like.
There was so much creativity that I'd be really interested to see.
Dennis Hopper,
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was in it.
wasn't he? He was
was
The
bad
little
guy. He
girl,
was the
everybody
villain.
would have to
He
be
was
back.
so
She
good
would
at
have to
that.
be
That was
back.
kind of the cheesiest
I
role
always-
he's ever had.
Hopper.
You could bring her
Hopkins.
back. With
She'd have to be
Yeah,
back.
she's the grown up.
I
Like,
was gonna say,
girl.
she's, like,
she
helping
was
run the
one-
island.
It was the
It's-
map on her back that got him to Dryland.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
We need her back.
All right, so we can maybe take this one into
Tyler
development.
needs to think
in the next
about it.
steps. Tyler needs to think about it, but
I'm a yes.
Blair's a yes on
I'm
Dryland.
a 7 out of 10 on that.
7 out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that said, I think we should take another break.
Enjoying something crunchy? Follow us on social media and tweet us your comments and questions at crunch_cast. We encourage you to participate and thank you for listening.
And we're back.
Go team.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was great.
I thought we'd finish up strong with some really good headlines.
We've got some headlines
going
for
down.
us.
Snagged some good headlines for us this
What's
week.
the scoop?
Got a couple here.
What you got?
First one, this is big news. Auto Trophy tells us California has legalized roadkill eating. Finally.
Wait, what?
The Wildlife Traffic Safety Act, signed into law by California Governor Gavin Newsom, will establish 3 yet undetermined pilot regions where drivers can salvage meat from any animal accidentally killed by a vehicle. This roadkill bill will allow thousands of pounds of deer, elk, and wild pig meat to be put to use, which might otherwise go to waste. The pilot program will last until 2029, and if successful, could see expansion into the entire state, according to the Orange County Register. Blair,
Oh boy, I'm moving.
could you eat some roadkill? Like if it was prepped nice and like you could,
Yeah.
like if you didn't even know it was
a lot
roadkill.
depends on, yeah.
Some wild boar.
Like what if Martha Stewart was like, I have the most delicious roadkill stew? Like I think you could get involved.
I mean, yeah, I think it's all in the prep. If it's nice and well done. I mean, I don't know exactly how all my food was like killed anyway. You
Tyler,
know?
that's a good
Like,
point.
what if they were like,
Blair.
well, that burger you just had was
Yeah.
just roadkill, so.
Just hit by that Mack truck back
Yeah, it's like, I hope you enjoy it.
there. Tyler, I don't
How
even
do you
have to
know?
ask you. I know you need a roadkill burger.
You asked me 10 years ago, I would have said, yeah, 100%. Right now, I'm 50-50. I got the bubble guts.
It depends on how.
Yeah.
Depends on how it's
How
prepared.
It's got a
Gamey.
delicate tummy.
How gamey it is,
Right.
you know?
Depends on the animal. I
Yeah,
think.
definitely.
that's
where it
true.
starts.
Depends on the animal. If it's like I got some skunk patty for you.
Yeah, I'm not eating
you'd be
a
like,
skunk ever.
I don't think so.
Yeah, if it
I
was like,
scraped up a squirrel or some antelope this morning. I don't think so.
if it's dead, it's dead. You know, I'll eat it as long as it's
Well,
one of
that's
the
why you think
four.
most
A
roadkill's
deer,
like small,
elk.
getting like stuff that I wouldn't normally eat. But
The thing is, you don't know how long it's been roadkill. You can tell
like,
by
is
the
it safe still?
decomposition of the body, but like, you know, is
Immediate
that-
cleanup.
I like
and
my
prep.
roadkill pretty fresh, but not like too fresh.
It's a little sad.
Like
if it's
I,
still bleeding.
like you
Nah.
know, yeah, like I like it a good 24 to 48 hours after the fact.
when a bunch of other buzzards and things in the wilderness has already
this
checked
is
it out.
awful.
Like to
Oh,
fight
yeah.
it off,
They
like the
picked out all the good
parasites
stuff
and
already.
yeah,
You like the scraps?
yeah,
Sloppy seconds.
jerky. Funeral vibe elevated after cannabis cake accidentally served to mourners.
Oh no.
No.
Per Thrillist. What happens when an edible hits during a funeral? An edible that you never even meant to take in the first place? Turns out that attendees of a funeral in Germany can answer this question because that's exactly what happened after they left a burial site for coffee and cake. Café and Kuchen is a popular afternoon ritual in Germany, one that often extends to funeral services. The funeral happened in Rostock on the north coast of Germany, and according to The Guardian, police said that 13 people experienced nausea, dizziness, and needed medical treatment after the cake was
Oh,
served.
and they had like
Oh,
not a great
yeah.
experience.
You don't know
Not.
you're.
Yeah, you're
Good
probably
experience.
thinking that
Doses
you're
and stuff?
having like.
That's a heart
Panic
attack
attack.
right there. You think you're
You
dying.
kill somebody, yeah. Upon further investigation, the police
death at a
discovered that
funeral.
an employee of the cake and coffee restaurant asked her 18-year-old daughter to bake cakes for the funeral. The daughter had apparently baked another cake filled with hash and placed it in the same fridge. So her mother grabbed the wrong cake and
Whoops.
served it. No report on whether or not the daughter took the regular cake and left her friends asking, "Do you feel anything?" the entire night.
Man, I just give me another piece, I guess.
You guys feeling it? Because I'm totally feeling it.
Are you feeling
Oh my
it?
god, I just feel so crazy right now. There's nothing in the fucking cake.
Totally sober.
Shut up, Sarah. This is the right cake.
This is a good one.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Per Vice, let's would you take poop pics for science? Heck, I know I would.
I take
Blake,
it for
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I'd take poop pics for
Like,
entertainment
poop pics
value.
Over
Shock
10
and
years.
awe.
Would I do it
I
for
mean,
science? Like, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. You want my poop? You want to go into the archives? You want some best ofs?
You
Like,
want them
yeah.
in your DMs?
This one's from this morning. Check
What are
it
you
out.
looking for? I have categories.
Yeah. Hashtag no filter. There you go.
Natural hue.
This is a nice one for
To
you.
examine our poop is to examine ourselves, or at least that is what the creators of a new crowdsourced poop database believe. Scientists with Seed Health, a microbial health company, are crowdsourcing a Dookie database with the ultimate goal of using pictures of human waste to train an artificial intelligence platform to recognize the difference between healthy and unhealthy poo. They hope to collect at least 100,000 shit pics. Where a team of 7 gastroenterologists will take
Blake's got
notes
this easy.
on how to train. Yeah, I got half of those
Yeah.
ready to go. Send them right now.
That's like only partial
Let me get my external hard drive. You can have the whole
files.
thing.
Yeah.
You have to start
Yeah.
sharing those with me.
Mhm. They wanted so they want all these so they could train the AI platform. Developers hope the database of dumps will ultimately help people with chronic gut conditions like
Hey.
irritable bowel syndrome,
Nice.
That could help.
according to Verge. Weird news. Deputies tell Florida man, stop calling 911 about your stolen weed.
Yeah.
Dade City, Florida. Authorities say a Florida man repeatedly called 911 to report that someone had stolen his marijuana. A deputy of the Pasco County Sheriff's Office posted a Twitter response to the man's calls Saturday night that said, "Stop calling."
Yeah.
Deputy Neil Zalva then says in a Twitter video that he had to call the man back to tell him to quit contacting the sheriff's office about a stolen bag of goof. Zalvin recorded the video as part of the agency's hashtag tweet-along program, which allows viewers to get a behind-the-scenes look at the police work performed by the deputies. Recreational marijuana use remains illegal in the Sunshine State, but a sheriff's office spokesman says no charges were filed against the caller.
Well, good for him. He
Sheriff's
got away with
Office
that one.
Communications Director Kevin Dole said Tuesday they just wanted the man to stop calling about the stolen weed.
Officer.
We got better things to do, buddy.
This is the guy who was given the job of Sheriff's Office Communications Director. He said they just wanted the man to stop calling about the stolen weed. It's a hell of a quote, sir. It's a hell of a quote. Anything else to say? Or
Dynamite drop in there, Monty.
Those years at broadcasting school really paid off. Thought we'd end on a big bit of news.
What?
This is not a funny
What happened?
headline.
Oh man.
Oh, no.
This is big news.
Oh, yeah?
You heard it here, folks.
Oh, no.
Weeds revival in development through Stars, with Mary Louise Parker attached to return. Showtime's dark dramedy Weeds came to an end in 2012 after 8 seasons, but now it's coming back for a revival on Stars. As Variety reports, Lionsgate Television announced that the series is in development during an earnings call. Additionally, Mary Louise Parker is attached to reprise her role as Nancy Botwin and
Love
serve
it.
as an executive producer if the show receives a series order.
It's amazing.
Lionsgate CEO John Feltheimer says, "We're thrilled to be back in business with the series star and producer Mary Louise Parker on what we're calling Weeds 4.20. Already in active development at Stars as we prepare a comprehensive and integrated rollout for one of television's most beloved properties." Series creator Genji Cohen from Orange is the New Black and the original Weeds is currently not attached to the project. But Weeds writer and co-executive producer Victoria Morrow is on board as the creative lead. It has also been hinted that the show will have a 10-year time jump from the original series finale, picking up in an era in which marijuana is legal in an increasing number of states. There's no indication on when fans can expect to hear more about the potential revival, but it's real. It's happening.
That's amazing.
We can get
news.
excited
That just made my
when we can talk about it.
day.
And it's going to be on Stars. I like a.
So not on
I like a
Showtime anymore?
Nope.
And now that
Stars
like,
wants it.
Ballers is gone, Game of Thrones is gone from HBO, might be time to make a change.
Stars.
Change.
I am all about Weeds coming back. I love
Slam
Mary
dunk.
Louise Parker. She was amazing. Nancy Botwin. I love the whole crew. I hope Andy comes back.
Right.
I hope
Kevin Nealon
the kids.
comes back.
Kevin Nealon with them. They were hilarious together.
They were awesome.
The kids were great. Like I feel like
Yeah,
they're gonna
they
be
were
like
really
so interesting, especially now.
Yeah. Weeds. Could you?
Oh,
Isn't that good news?
I just got so excited.
Isn't that good news?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Waited to make sure that you heard that on the air
Absolutely.
first.
I
Th-
need
those are-
Weeds 2 in my life, and I need Happy Gilmore, A Long Drive.
And multiplicity
And
too.
I do like multiplicity too. I was into some Office Space too. Back
Office
in the
Space.
Office, I was into that. We do better with the comedies, I think.
That'd be like a really good holiday lineup to go see at the theaters,
Right?
like first, second, third,
I would
fourth
see
week of
all
December.
of those in
Sequel City.
theater.
Sequel City.
Just a theater that only plays sequels.
Brilliant.
I mean, they could do it all day long.
Absolutely.
It's every new release.
There's no point to create a niche for a movie theater and like only show certain movies. So
Yeah.
it's kind of dumb.
Unless it's
like so
sequels.
you
Well,
can't play
yeah.
the first one.
You approach that to someone who actually has money and they're like, wait, what? You're a
That
movie
doesn't
theater
make
that only
any
shows
sense.
5% of movies? What? Sequels aren't even very good most of the time, aren't they? They're never as good as the original.
Ooh, that's a debate for another podcast.
Yeah, I think so. With that said, don't ever forget to live your crunchiest life.
And be crunchy to one another.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. Thank you for listening.
Not good enough? No?
We're like reaching hard to Jersey's cans all quietly.
I say we leave it.
I'll leave it.
No, we're still rolling and we're going to finish.
Oh, no.
Are we going to cheers?
Yeah, no.
No.
No, we're just going to read. Okay, calm down.
It's got the giggles.